Before we speak to Lawrence, I was actually thinking a couple of things that have come out of the conversation. I'm wondering how much conversation there is between you as insurers and not just the insurance regulator, but also government more broadly. I know the UK insurers, for example, had a big meeting with the Treasury before the UK put out its package of measures to try and so that the Treasury understood what insurance was available. And as part of that, I'm also wondering how you're communicating that messaging to your customers. Are you waiting for them to raise the questions, or as Lawrence has mentioned, that you have actively talked to your customers about cover? But I'm wondering if you're then talking to people more broadly so that they actually understand where insurance can play this role.
So one of the issues mine has brought it up, the fact that most of the life treaties are proportional and it's not excluded means, and I'm telling you, we've already gotten a claim that we are paying or paid on life. So that one is clear. But going back to Lizzie's question around the communication, I think associations have met. The original idea we had was actually what I have seen out there as well in the West, putting together some sort of solidarity fund. So for example, the Association of Insurers of Uganda have done that. We've had a chat here with the ACI on how do we get a fund, because there was clarity about what was excluded, right? I think there might be some few areas that are not clear, but most of the major medical claims would be excluded and the BI would be excluded. And that was an understanding that kind of as a market, I think we understood. And then the regulators sort of blindsided us. So you had, one announcing today there's no cover, the next day there's cover. And what we've seen is, sort of trying to pull the markets to rally behind them. So I don't think we've reached out to governments. I have not, other than the regulator. And maybe it's something that we need to pull up so that we can push back on some of the pressures that are coming, because there's an assumption that we have a pot of money that can pay, even when we can't understand what the claims impact will be.